I'm here to tell you how to have a better day by having a better morning, and I'm not going to tell you that you need to wake up and run and do all these crazy things. No, I'm going to tell you the things that you need to tell yourself as soon as you wake up. And honestly, I literally just listened to a podcast that talked about this, and I was like, you know what? Yeah, I'm going to try this. It actually made a difference. So I'm sharing it with you guys because it's so simple, yet it makes such a big difference, okay? Also, I'm not going to tell you how to live your life, but I am going to tell you something that really helped with me and my anxiety and just all that stuff. When I wake up, I do not go on my phone. If I wake up and go on my phone, I am literally waking up and responding to the world instead of just being with me and priming myself and my day and having my own thoughts. I will say not going on my phone in the morning, and I've done this for years, is actually a very beneficial thing to do, because as soon as you go on your phone, you are giving all of your energy to the rest of the world, and you're probably, being consumed with maybe some drama, maybe some social media, maybe some news, and it just gets all too much, if you know what I mean. I'm taking one of Joe Dispenza's courses right now, and he repeatedly says this thing where he says, where you place your attention is where you place your energy. So if you're giving all of your attention to the outside world and all the things on your phone first thing in the morning, that's where you're putting all of your energy. Where you could alternatively be using that energy for yourself so that you can create, a good day for yourself and just feel more grounded in yourself. Go out and conquer the day and have all that energy in yourself first thing. Just gonna share that. Now let's get into the other stuff. Okay, so these are the 8 things that you should tell yourself every morning to prime your brain to look for them. And if you're wondering what I'm talking about, when you have a headlight out in your car and all of a sudden you see cars with their headlights out, or you're going to go buy a new car and you're super excited and you see that car everywhere, same thing. Same thing. Your brain will search out things that you're focusing on. And the morning time is a perfect time to prime your brain for the rest of the day, because you're still kind of in that meditative state when you wake up. And honestly, as soon as I start to wake up, I just start saying these things right away, because I want my brain to look for these things for the rest of the day and have these types of thoughts. So let's get into it. Okay, the first thing to tell yourself as soon as you wake up is today will be great, or you can say I'm gonna have a great day today, or something along that line of today is gonna be a great day. Prime yourself to have a great day. This creates a positive tone for your day. When you wake up and you say, today's gonna be a great day, you're already creating this positivity in your brain. Number 2 is something cool is gonna happen to me today. And this creates anticipation for positive events, right? We all love when we're just going through the day and then something really cool and exciting happens and we're like, wow, this is amazing. If you say this to yourself in the morning, the chances that you're gonna have more of those moments is very high. So yes, something cool is gonna happen to me today. Okay, the third thing to tell yourself in the morning is no matter what happens today, I can handle it. And this creates resilience and confidence that you can overcome any challenges that come your way. You can believe that you have it in you to get through anything. And this, I think, can be very helpful, especially if you're like me. You kind of sometimes maybe just think that the world is ending. Something comes up and freak out and maybe have a little bit of a panic moment. I'm still working on that, but yes, saying this can help your brain remember that, hey, I can get through this. We got it, we're strong, we're powerful, we can get through this. The 4th thing to tell yourself in the morning is an exciting new chapter is starting in my life today. This encourages a fresh start and embraces new beginnings. How many times do we tell ourselves, I'm gonna have a different day tomorrow, I'm gonna do this tomorrow, and then we don't do it? If we say this to ourselves in the morning, it primes our brain to be like, yeah, we can do something different today. We can do the thing that we've been thinking of, and we're gonna create exciting new experiences for ourselves. That is the 4th one. Now, the 5th one. I deserve more credit for how hard I'm trying. And this will help with self-compassion and helps you recognize your efforts, because if you're like me, I'm very hard on myself. all the time. I'm working on my inner critic and trying to make it be nicer to me. But yeah, I've always been very hard on myself, just never thinking that anything I do is good enough, never thinking I'm good enough, all of these things, and reminding yourself that, hey, you are trying and you're doing hard things and you're able to do this can help you give more credit to yourself, because I'm sure that you are doing something that is hard. I'm sure that you're taking on challenges. I'm sure that you're doing something and you're just sitting there being like, well, it's not good enough. No. Let's acknowledge that, hey, the fact that you're even doing it is amazing, and you should show yourself that self-compassion. Moving on to the sixth thing. The sixth thing to tell yourself in the morning is, I'm allowed to be a work in progress. And I love this one because I think that we are constantly in our life a work in progress. And this helps with growth, learning from mistakes, and accepting yourself where you are right now, and knowing that we're always a work in progress, right? Like, I think throughout our entire life, every day, every second, we're a work in progress. And just reminding yourself that can be a very powerful thing, because I feel like today, it's so easy to think to yourself, I'm so behind, I have no idea what I'm doing. All of these things, at least I have these thoughts often. And the truth is that we're all a work in progress. Like, we're all constantly changing, and that's a great thing because that's how we evolve. So yes, I love this one. The seventh thing to tell yourself is, if I keep showing up, life will reward me. And this promotes consistency and the ability to keep going, having resilience. And for me personally, this is one thing I definitely need, is to stay consistent. I feel like I just struggle with that for some reason. But yeah, I feel like it's a good reminder, like, hey, we can do this. We're gonna stay consistent. We're gonna keep going. We're gonna finish the things we work on. And if you struggle with being inconsistent or procrastinating, this could be a very good thing to say to yourself in the morning. And if you do struggle with that stuff, just know you're not alone, because me too. And the final and last thing to say to yourself in the morning, number 8, is, I have an important contribution to make to the world. This reminds you that you're here for a reason. You have self-worth, and that you're a valuable thing in this world, that your presence is a value to the world. And I think this is a very important thing. It's definitely something that I'm working on right now, of just thinking, you know, like, I do have self-worth and I do have things to offer to the world. And I think a lot of times I kind of get in this trap of thinking that, like, if I wasn't here, it wouldn't really matter. And so saying this to myself in the morning helps with that, because I already struggle with self-worth and all those things. So if you struggle with that stuff too, I think this is a great thing to say to yourself in the morning. Okay, that is it for this video. I hope you enjoyed, and if you have any questions, let me know. I will see you all very, very soon. Have a beautiful rest of your day. Bye!